I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't think of anything. Oh, Chiefs Parade. Fuck. This is a terrible podcast, but I think people just want to watch this to watch us suffer more than anything. The Chiefs had a parade because they won. Like,
not in my book.
Oh, brother. This fucking guy. He's blaming the sod.
No, okay.
Of the field.
I saw the video.
Sore loser.
I saw the video that's making Sodgate, or like people are reporting on it because. So the Super Bowl had some very slippery grass. Everyone who watched it knows that. Everyone watched the players slip. But what's strange is that the groundskeeper for the Super Bowl field, who's done it for all other 56 Super Bowls, is the groundskeeper for the Kansas City Chiefs and is a diehard Chiefs fan. So kind of interesting, if you ask me.
Cry me a river.
Well, how does that would affect both teams, though.
Correct.
Exactly.
However, the Chiefs groundskeeper.
Oh, you think one of them gave him a heads up?
That, and also I saw that the Eagles, because Eagles players were switching cleats during the game to
when they were winning. They switched when they were winning.
Correct, because they were winning because they were so good. But then, or because the Chiefs weren't warmed up. Patrick Mahomes didn't get his drugs yet. They put him. Anyway, I think that's an irrelevant argument because even if you're slipping, if the Chiefs' offense isn't performing amazingly, that wouldn't matter anyway. Like,
it's like the Deflategate thing. The Patriots beat the shit out of the Colts in the second half with the regular balls. Okay. So the deflated balls didn't matter, and I'm a Colts fan. The sod clearly didn't matter. You guys were just the worst team. You guys had better conditions in the second half, and you still lost.
Blame it on the grass.
Okay. I will say this.
He's blaming it on God. God created the grass.
I don't even actually support this argument. You know, the Eagles' defense should have done more throughout the game. I do think it's interesting, this whole conspiracy, though. And I think it's an irrelevant argument to say, oh, well, the Eagles were winning at halftime. So, like, clearly it wasn't rigged in the Chiefs' favor. The Chiefs could have still just had a rough start in the first place. Like, it wasn't like the Eagles were just clapping the Chiefs.
They were playing on the same playing turf.
Correct, but the Eagles' defense could have just,
got worse with better cleats. They just got worse with better cleats, so they just lost.
Nah,
they lost. They blew a 10-point lead at halftime.
There's too many variables to say it's like that.
They blew a 10-point lead at halftime. I agree that the penalty flag shouldn't have been thrown on the holding. It's just not a time you throw it. They didn't call anything all game. Then you throw it there, but don't be in that situation. Don't blow a 10-point lead at halftime. Don't be trash.
You better finish your cupcakes.
It was getting unnecessarily heated.
No, let's get more heated.
Okay, Eagles played amazing. At least the offense.
Jalen Hurts played amazing.
Offense was literally incredible. Offensive line, unstoppable.
Defense didn't exist.
Pushes. Yeah, Eagles defense did not show up that game, which is very, very, very lame.
Very lame.
Yes, very lame. Anyway, I just only think the sod conspiracy is funny and silly because of how coincidental it is. Like the fact that the groundskeeper literally is a diehard Chiefs fan. Publicly too. Roger Goodell told him he needs to remain neutral.
Did you see Roger Goodell hugging the Chiefs players at the end of the game?
No.
He goes on the field during their celebration and somebody literally he jumps in somebody's arms, a player's arms.
Of course he does.
Such a crybaby, dude.
I'm not even a crybaby. The Eagles' defense needed to play better in that
trash.
second half.
Terrible.
It needed to play better.
They had 70 sacks all year. They didn't get one sack.
Correct, because the field was slippery. I will say, of course, the Eagles' defense relies on their pass rush. And guess what?
Because they don't have a good pass defense. They don't have a good secondary.
They slipped 3 times more than the Chiefs played.
They don't have a good secondary.
Pass rushing.
You need to have a good secondary to win a Super Bowl. You lost. You guys are losers. Go burn your car down.
Okay, Colts fan trying to tell anyone else they're a loser.
I accept it. I know we're
Even
losers.
The Bucs played better than y'all.
I mean, we have the same amount of Super Bowls. I was going to claim Super Bowl. Peyton Manning. We're better developing quarterbacks. Tom Brady was there after he was already developed.
We'll see what happens. I'm excited for what the Bucks do because I heard they're trying to get Derek Carr or something.
They're going to be in a hole for the next 10 years.
Yeah, for real.
And they're never going to come out of that hole. It's going to be hilarious.
It'll be 20 years before we get
to the playoffs.
To a playoff run at least.